Lacey.
I'm Logan.
And we were supposed to be taking you on Birthright right now, but COVID had other plans.
So we decided to take you on a little Birthright tour of Buffalo. We're gonna go to all these different places, some of them kind of similar to what we would have done in Israel, and it's gonna be great.
So buckle up, because we have an awesome itinerary planned for you guys.
Next up is the graffiti tour. Right now we're on Hurdle Alley, which has a whole bunch of different murals, graffiti, that we're gonna go see. You mad that we're not in Israel right now?
Next stop on our tour, instead of Mount Herzl, we are in the Jewish cemetery in Buffalo, where lots of the Jewish population of Buffalo chooses their final resting place. There is a long history of Jews emigrating to Buffalo. Behind me here, we have a memorial memorializing a shuttle that had moved to Buffalo, but this is for the people that are left behind that were taken as pilgrims. Many immigrants come to Buffalo to escape whatever persecution is in their country of origin, and these are just a chapter of that history.
Here we are in the Holy Land of Buffalo, Orchard Park, New York, where on game day you can hear thousands of fans praying. In Judaism, we typically use wine to mark moments and elevate experiences. Here at the Bill Stadium, it's overpriced cheap beer that's used to do that. Walking around on a game day, you can see the most devout fans jumping through tables. Hi everybody, we're on our next stop of our Buffalo Birthright tour. We're doing an Israeli wine tasting. And if you're older than 21, you can find these local flavors of Israel right down the road from campus.
First we will be tasting a Merlot from Bark & Wine. These grapes were handpicked in the Galilee of Israel.
Nice.
Yum. What else do we have, Logan?
We have a semi-dry Riesling from the Carmel Winery in Israel. And fun fact about Riesling, this is like New York is one of the best Riesling growing regions in the world. So I'm really excited to try this from Israel. Very yummy.
Yum.
All right.
L'chaim. Of kosher options. Up next we have our Krav Maga demonstration. Krav Maga is the Israeli martial arts, and it is considered one of the most lethal forms of martial arts. Showing us will be our martial artist in residence, Logan.
If you want to learn more, you can watch Cobra Kai on Netflix or let me know and I'll teach you.
spot coffee. On Birthright, Aroma Cafe is where you usually get coffee, and if you're willing to drive 90 minutes over the border, in Toronto there is an Aroma Cafe. But here in Buffalo, we get Spot Coffee, which was founded in 1996. It is local to Buffalo, has expanded elsewhere though. There are 17 locations, and they make a pretty good latte. Long before the establishment of Israel in 1948, many different areas were posed as potential homelands for the Jewish people, including Uganda, Venezuela, and Grand Island, New York. This monument behind me is talking about Mordecai H. Noah, who wanted to propose a plan to have the Jewish homeland be the island of Grand Island, New York. It was very much rejected, and it did not become the homeland of the Jews. The establishment of Israel happened a while later, but we still have this monument to commemorate Mordecai's noble efforts.
All right, in lieu of Masada, we're here in Youngstown, New York at Fort Niagara. It's about 20-25 minutes or so away from campus. And here, as you can see, behind me is the French castle, pretty neat. And in this spot, there has been a military presence since about 1678. And this fort, as it looks now, has changed hands a number of times and ultimately, you know, is a historical site that you can see today. And then just over here, we have our neighbors to the north, Canada, and they're going to be our next stop.
All right, our next stop, we are in Lewiston, New York. I am in front of the Freedom Crossing Monument, which memorializes the last stop on the Underground Railroad, as people who are trying to escape to Canada would come here to cross. Speaking of, here is Canada, our neighbors to the north. If we were on Birthright, you would get to see countries like Egypt and Syria and Lebanon. We got Canada. Relations seem to be pretty good. The border is currently a little finicky with COVID protocols. But other than that, we really are friends, and when we mess up, we make sure to say sorry to our neighbors. And that wraps up our Buffalo Birthright.
Thanks for joining. We know it wasn't the same as being in Israel together, but we hope you had a good time.
And don't be a stranger. Keep an eye out for the awesome stuff Hello Buffalo is going to be doing in spring of 2022. See you there.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Or there then.
I hate it. Don't laugh at me.
It's Venice. Venice. Logan, wave. Nope, wrong audience.